welcome to another video. I thought, as a precursor to my Tatung Einstein refurbishment video, I would do a quick video on the Gotek drive that I've bought. Now, I'm trying here frantically to find a screwdriver. So I've got a screwdriver there and I've got a screwdriver there. So I bought this Gotek drive from eBay with the idea of plugging it into the Tatung Einstein in replace of the faulty floppy drive unit. That way it would give me 1,000 floppy drive images of all the software from the Gotek archive. And also what I've bought is the Gotek sound kit. So basically this should make it tick when the drive is accessed. Now all it is a tiny little piezo buzzer, as you can see. Piezo buzzer, couple of cable ends, and that's it. And it was about, I think, £1.99 plus postage and packaging. And it says here, connect the cable to jumper position JB on the Gotek to activate sound. Now, I have to get my magnifying glass out because I can't see bugger all. So JB, you can see this. JB is 1 pair, 2 pairs, 3 pairs, 4 pairs. So it's that one there. So it's the middle set. So you've got 3, 1 and 3. So it's on those two there. So essentially, you plug that in there like that. And you can see that. That's on the JB pinouts. So at least that shows it's compatible with the drive that I've bought. Now, I will have to flash the HXC firmware onto it because at the moment it's just a drive, just a blank drive. But I can do that in another video. So the other thing I bought is a floppy drive power converter, Molex, large Molex to floppy drive. So that will go in there like so, and then that will go onto the power connector on the motherboard on the Tatung Einstein. And the last thing I've done, it's a very noddy patch at the moment, but here I've connected 2 cables together. So I've taken pins 10 and pin 12. And if you connect pin 10 and pin 12 together, cables 10 and cables 12, it means that this drive becomes drive 0 or drive A and you can boot from it. This will replace the internal drive on the Einstein as drive A. So the internal drive, if it works, I will make drive B, or I will just leave it in the machine but not connected. I mean, when you've got 1,000 partitions, 1,000 floppy drive images, there's not really much point in having 2 drives. Anyway, I'm going to take the top off this case, just so that I can position the speaker somewhere sensible. Now, as you can see, it's the Gotek inside. That is already positioned. 4 wires to the LCD, to the 3 digital LED LCD. So I think this really needs to go. Let's see, how can we do this? Oh, under the motherboard like so. That should be good. And then it just lies there behind the LCD. Now it could be that I put it this side, but here there's enough space for a rotary dial, and the rotary dial I assume, allows you to select. It's a left and right switch with a push switch on it. Allows you to select the floppy drive images that you've got stored on your device. And the other thing I might have to do, I might have to change these jumpers as well to make it drive A. But we'll get along to that once I've got the Einstein in a working state, because at the moment it still isn't working. Now, I've contacted somebody at B&H Computers who are the only company still, I think, supplying Tatung Einstein machines and components. And hopefully, John, who I spoke to a couple of years ago, hopefully he will be able to get back to me and tell me that it's definitely a firmware issue or a MOS chip issue why my Einstein isn't booting. And I'm hoping it's going to be an easy fix. So I've got my 4 gig memory stick ready to plug in the front, and that will give me, I think, let me take that off there for the moment, don't really need that on, and that should give me 1,000 drive partitions. Use CPC disk writer, which is for the Amstrad CPC 6128, but apparently will write Einstein disk images. And the tatungeinstein.co.uk website now has all the protected games available as executable files that you can run from a partition, which wouldn't run previously. So I'm looking forward to doing that, and that will be for a future video. But for now, that was just fitting the sound module to the Gotek and explaining what I've done with the cable to make it boot. The other thing, before I go, to remember to tell you, is that the cable was actually twisted. It was a PC server floppy drive cable. So the end there goes to the motherboard of the server, but because of the way that PCs work, this middle set of cables was twisted into here, so they were twisted round. So I took the back fascia off, lifted the cables, recrimped them, and made it straight through, which is the same as a 2-way floppy drive cable, where you would not use the end that's got the twist in it. You would use the socket for drive B on a PC, would become drive A on the Einstein or the Atari ST, or I think the Amiga as well, but I might be wrong on that. But certainly the Atari, you need to twist the cable over, turn it round the opposite way on the Atari so that pin 1 becomes pin 34. But on this, pin 1 is red, and that definitely goes to pin 1. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up this video if you like it, leave me a comment, go to my website, look at my blog, look at the pictures of the machines that I've got. Basically, just thank you very much for watching the videos, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.
CPLEA